Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of AmiAmi figure pre-orders. This is the 25th of February to the 1st of March 2025. Figures to get through. There's a few, not anything outrageous in terms of quantity or anything like that, but we'll get straight into it. Comment, like, and subscribe, and links to these figures will be in the description down below. In case obviously you, since AmiAmi only shows the past 5-6 days anyways, so it can be easier if you use the links below if there's a figure that you spot which you want to pre-order or bookmark under your own AmiAmi account. We'll straight into it then. We've got another Bishoujo My Little Pony figure of Sunset Shimmer 1/7, 16,720 yen. It's about the same as normal. So a nicely tanned figure, Bishoujo figure, pretty good looking figure. I definitely like it a lot. So these sort of My Little Pony ones have been pretty nice overall, and I think a lot of people have fallen in love with what Code Bikini have been doing with these Bishoujo lineup of converting characters to female characters, anime style characters. So yeah, no, really good. September 2025. Yeah, she looks really good, just like all the rest of them. So I think probably worth getting a hold of. And I think the other ones haven't sold out on pre-order, if I remember correctly. So you could probably just bookmark them anyways and get them on release. So you'd probably be alright if doing that, if you're not trying to secure them now. Frame on Girls Durga First Complete Figure by Kotobukiya, 20,900 yen, September 2025. So I'm not familiar in terms of what IP she's from, for an anime or whatnot, but she does look very nice. I like the sort of, nightwear where she looks like her dress has disappeared or whatnot, and looks like her side piece can be removed on this one as well, so kind of cast off, not really, but yeah, like the pose, like the outfit, like the hair, very nicely sculpted as well, going over the shoulder, over the arch of her back, and obviously the lance weapon that she's got is, I suppose, to do with the anime that she's based off of. Yeah, pretty good looking figure. Looks like she's obviously in an embarrassing pose. So yeah, pretty good looking figure. Yeah, definitely I think worth possibly getting hold of. It's October 25. Pretty good looking figure. Then we've got The Girlfriend That Greets You, Rion-chan by Daiki Gyogyo for 21,940 yen, October 2025. So pretty cute, pretty well busty character. Looks like she's just greeting you at the door or whatnot. But she is, if I remember correctly, cast off. Yep. So you can fully remove her clothes, so she's got nothing underneath. So pretty good, nice bonus. Yeah, pretty good. I like the sort of skin tone blending that they've got going on as well, which is a nice extra touch rather than just having a flat skin shading. So they've done a good effort on that. Yeah, the mold lines on the body sculpting is pretty good. No insane definition, and looks like you can have her bare chested as well, and with some underwear on. So yeah, you've got a few options in determining of displaying her on your for you anyways. So yeah, pretty good looking figure, pretty good price as well, 1/6 scale as well, so definitely not too bad. I do like the hair as well, and the face is pretty nice. Chain Soldier Tenka Izumo swimsuit version by Union Creative, 21,340 yen, October 2025. Body definition, like body sculpt, very nice. Good amount of skin definition and shading. Quite like that as well. The hair definitely matches her from the anime. So yeah, pretty just nice outfit. Swimsuit character. Like the swimsuit's not anything amazing. There's some shading, decent sculpt work on the swimsuit itself, and the toenails and nails are nicely painted as well. So yeah, pretty good looking figure. Not too bad, I would say. She is a 1/7 scale. They don't always put the scale in the title, but most titles do have the scale in there. Shunya Yamashita, original character Shi Arisawagawa by Flare, 21,980 yen, September 2025. Looks fine. Body sculpting is pretty good. Don't really like the thigh highs. I don't really like those, like the purple ones. They do pinch quite nice, but the shading on them, I think, and the tone of the purple, the fact that there's and the skin shading coming through gives an off ill color, I think, in terms of the color of the purple on the thigh highs, unfortunately. But apart from that, you get multiple face options in terms of glasses, but the hair's the same. So you can have her with inner underwear or with the school uniform top on. The sword looks okay. Basic metallic paint job on that. Yeah, it's fine. Probably not 22,000 yen, really. Yeah, it's just a few negatives, unfortunately, that draw back. But in my personal opinion, I don't like those sorts of the off-color thigh highs. I just would go for standard, black thigh highs, really. Azure Lane, Prince Heinrich, 1/7 by Golden Head, 20,270 yen, November 2025. Yeah, very nice looking figure. Obviously, under boob window, very nice. Like the outfit, love the colours. The red and silvers are very nicely done. The hair obviously looks amazing. Very nice sculpting and shading. It's on the back, so you're not really going to see that. But she looks really nice. Yeah, I like the outfit, love the face, and the winking face is very nice. Very cute looking figure from Azure Lane, and they also do a bonus faceplate version. For this one's only 500 yen more, so I probably would spend the extra 500 yen if you want a crying face version. Apart from that, identical. They do have two other versions, which are like their exclusive line ones, which come with the wall scroll for about 2,000 yen extra. Probably wouldn't even bother with those. I'll just get the bog standard scale figure ones. I'll get this one personally. Extra 500 yen. You get a crying faceplate as a bonus for 500 yen, so that's nothing really. Yeah, very good looking figure. So definitely worth getting a hold of if you really like Azure, Prince Heinrich. Lucria Gakuin, Idol Master, Kotono Fujita by Mega House, 27,500 yen. July 2025. Okay, so a Idol Master character. Yep, looks very colourful, bold colours. Pretty nice in the. I like the base with the name coming along behind her. Or kawaii, I think it's what it says. Yeah, kawaii. So yeah, pretty nice. The incline's quite nice. They do this a lot with the Idol Masters, where they have some sort of phrase or something on the base, which is a good bonus, not just a box standard dull disc, so that's fine. There does seem to be an obvious seam line, unfortunately, partition between her bangs and her fringe forehead, so that's a bit of a letdown. Overall, not too bad. Quite I think you get no multiple faceplates. No, so it looks fine. I think if you're a big Idol Master fan, 27,500 yen, Mega House, they'll knock it out of the park. It'll be no problems with the final product, I think, from this manufacturer. So yeah, worth getting hold of if you are an Idol Master fan. The Rabbit Bunny Girls limited color version, 1/6 by Fancam, 8,530 yen. So this is just a different color version. We covered two other color versions a couple of weeks ago. So this is just the pink color version. Looks fine. Nothing extravagant, obviously very much in terms of over abundance in the chest area. So if you, I do like that a lot, but I prefer to have that on like cast off figures in bunny suits, really. Yeah, but she's very much a nice tease and whatnot. I do like it, but it's not something I would probably spend my money on, since Fancam is quite a new manufacturer and they've only done from one way of this mold of a figure with just different colours. So no one's got them in their hands yet to actually confirm the quality of it. So maybe hold off, since they haven't come up with some other characters to flex their muscles and design muscles and whatnot, obviously, to show that they can do other designs, not just this one figure with different colours. Goblin Slayer 2nd Priestess Bikini Armour version, 1/7 by The Clockworks, brand new manufacturer, not heard of this before. 25,370 yen, November 2025. Very tempted actually to get this one. I like the armor, obviously bikini armor. So the silver metallics are very nicely done, and the trim lining is a nice shading. I like the pose, like the body sculpting, like the facial hair. Hair sculpt is very nice as well. Pretty good shading on the hair as well. Not too much skin definition, so the skin's pretty flat. But apart from that, the rest of the figure is very nice. So yeah, very good looking figure overall. Very tempted to get this one. I hope they do the other priest as well, the head priestess. Would be nice in bikini armor. Obviously, she's a lot more well endowed in the chest area, so that would definitely be a bit more rewarding to the eyes. Shoujo no Virgin Road Menno swimsuit version 1/7 by Clockworks. So it's another one of theirs. This one like new manufacturing. They do a couple of different figures at launch, not just one. 25,270 yen, September 2025. So this one, bikini is very basic, very little shading, pretty much no shading on the bikini itself. The waist sort of skirt thing she's got going on, nice. I like the shading going on there in the blue and the whites, that's pretty good. And the flower effects is very good as well. Book is a nice touch. Hair is pretty nice, good shading on the hair, pretty dynamic. The drink she's got is a good and nice little accessory as well. I think the bikini, they've obviously gone very flat on the skin tone and the bikini, and then they put the detail in the hair and the this sort of waist tie, like where she's got the towel and flowers and stuff going around it, and in the drink and the book which she's got. So give and take in some areas, unfortunately, weaker in some, but pretty good overall. Probably not 25,000 yen, probably 20,000 yen, my personal opinion. This figure, she's not obviously doing anything extremely dynamic or whatnot, unlike the priestess, who's obviously in a very precarious pose because it's being bikini armor themed, and obviously the metallics are really nice done on that and that lot, and obviously that's the same price. So I'd personally prefer the priestess from Goblin Slayer rather than this one, but yeah, this is not too bad. Prismo Wing ReZero Starting Life in Another World RAM Glass Edition 1/7 by Prime One Studios. Let's see how expensive this one is. 27,620 yen, January 2026, so quite a ways off, nearly a year. We've seen a couple of these before where they've had Rem and Ram in these glasses. I've covered a few months ago. So this one seems to obviously be a bit more of an elevated design with like, yeah, glass, well, they say glass version, obviously. Yeah, semi-translucent hair, pink looks quite nice. The like actual sleeves and her dress are obviously embroidered, and they're raised areas, they're not just painted on. Where was the image that I saw? Well, how many images have we done on this? Hello, there we go. So yeah, this is sculpted on, so that's a nice touch. Obviously there's no shading, they've just done sculpting on that lot, so very good. And obviously the pink shading is very nice. So yeah, very nice looking figure. 27,000 yen, probably about right. This is a bit more unique with, you know, figure being in a glass rather than on a box standard plastic base. Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good looking figure overall, and you obviously get some little plastic gems and injected mold stuff with that. So yeah, not too bad, I suppose. As I said, there was a couple of other ones from a few months ago of Remran and Elizabeth as well in sort of glass things. I think that was Taito, if I remember correctly, so that's more of their prize figure. So Tenatol, Taito's or Furyu's Tenatol line. So they're a bit cheaper, but they still come across with the same aesthetic overall. This is just obviously a much higher version of it. Darkstalkers by Shoujo Hisen Ho 1/7, or Hisen Ko 1/7, by Kotobukiya, 24,030 yen. Seems to be a Kotobukiya week. Looks fine. I like obviously these sleeves are very nicely done. The shading and sculpting is very nicely done. Overall, very nicely figure, I think, for the price as well. 24,000 yen. The amount of plastic is used in these sleeves, not just on the figure itself, and she's 1/7. So yeah, very good, I would say. I think definitely worth getting hold of if you do play Darkstalkers a lot. But we got Pop-Up Parade SP Arcane Champion Victor by Good Smile, 6,750 yen. So the SP line obviously is new. I've not really seen much of it before, but they do mention it here. Pop-Up Parade SP is a branch of Pop-Up Parade figures that transcends the boundaries of the regular Pop-Up Parade lineup with special surprises. This installment features a special figure that is impressive in both volume and details. So basically, they're just better detailed, sculpted, painted figures, rather than the box standard Pop Parade line. So hopefully that would mean, so their normal Pop Parades are like 4,000, 5,000 yen, I think, if I remember correctly. These are, 1,000-ish to 1,500 yen more. And these are going to be more, probably for more unique IPs as well, since these are definitely much more unique designs as well, in comparison to box standard characters that are in the bigger anime, seasonal anime. So quite like this a lot. Obviously it's definitely a unique design coming from Arcane. So yeah, I like the sculpt work. Paint job looks really good. Yeah, overall very nice for a pop-up parade. So the SP line is looking promising. There is another SP which got coming out. SP Persona 5 Royal Arsene. For good smile, 11,700 yen. So this one's obviously a lot more expensive, but this one is a lot larger, since it is 29 centimeters in height, non-scale, and the Arcane champion was 20 centimeters in height. So, and even though this one is obviously hovering with like an arm over him, this one's not another 50% higher, and is also sort of flying on this flying stand with these huge wings. So it's going to take up a lot of space on your shelf. But yeah, and as you can see, compared to the main character that, from Persona 5, but very good. I like the design. Sculpting looks really good. There's not, not an abundance of shading on the wings. It's pop-up parade still, but the red shading is very nicely done. The design is perfect, I think, overall. Perfect rendition from the game. Yeah, very nice looking figure. But this will be very popular, I think. So hopefully the SP line are going to be your more eccentric designs, not your bog standard anime character in their box standard outfit. So I think they're just diversifying their pop-up parade lineup. So I think it's not too bad overall. So yeah, pretty good overall. I'm hoping we see good future releases from this line. Maitetsu Hachiroku, 1/3 scale by Fat Company, 34,800 yen. Just take a drink. Coming out in December 2025. So 1/3, very large scale for your character. It's going to take up a lot of space. Very lolly-esque, unfortunately. Cast offable as well. I think multiple faceplates. Yeah, so you got like different frowny face and a smiley face, and then you can remove her top as well, so you can have a opie showing, or the flat chest there, the washboard. I think you'll be purchasing this because of it being a 1/3 scale figure, really. So yeah, it's fine. Body sculpting fine. Skin shading pretty bog standard. Multiple faceplates is, I suppose, good. So yeah, not too bad. A very good price for 1/3. But I think if you've fallen that hard for large scale figures, just because, and you don't really care for the design, you're long gone. I think the hair shading is really nice though, and sculpting is really nice. So that's a good bonus in terms of the figure itself. Going towards the figure, I would, if I just had money to burn, I would purchase this because I do like large scale figures. But I don't like the design overall. It doesn't do anything for me. I need my characters to be well endowed, not skin and bones, unfortunately. Pop-up Parade Hololive production, Shiranoi Flare by Good Smile, 4,950 yen. Hololive character, like tanned girl in a nice dress, or tanned elf in a nice dress. Because she's a tanned girl elf, that's why I picked her. I normally don't include pop-up parades these days, but yeah, pretty good. Box standard, 5,000 yen pop-up parade. It's fine. Figma Hololive Productions Ninami Inanis, which is the AmiAmi ambassador. That we've got 16,800 yen by Max Factory, November 2025. I'm kind of glad. I haven't checked out any of the content from Ninome yet. So definitely, I think if you are really big into do collect a lot of AmiAmi, I probably would purchase this and collect it. I don't personally collect Figmas, so unfortunately it's not something I would get. if they did a fixed scale of her, she'd be insanely expensive because obviously the octopus tentacles behind her. But I probably would then buy the scale for to show my support for AmiAmi and towards this their ambassador. So yeah, good looking figure, like Figma's, very good figure. I know that obviously it's 16,000 yen for Figma because of the tentacles behind her. It's a lot of plastic. So yeah, definitely worth getting a hold of, I think, if you find her very cute. She's very cute and adorable. Bento Fairies, Cheesy Baked Shrimp by Wheat Art Doing, 27,740 yen, May 2025. So this is from this manufacturer does, you know, these food converted to bigger aesthetic designs, which have been really good, but they've been really expensive, you know, 30,000 yen or nearly 30,000 yen. This again is a very expensive figure, but again it's another very unique design figure and non-scale. Approximately 23.4 centimeters. That's probably the actual size of the box itself. It's a pretty decent size overall for it, but not something I would get, but definitely a unique spin on unique designs coming out from this manufacturer. Goddess of Victory Nikke Blank White Rabbit 1/7. Good Smile Art Shanghai, 25,200 yen. I like this a lot. Very pale on the skin tone, but I think the character is like that. The black like skin tight outfit she's got underneath the kimono is very nice, very seductive, very sexy, so definitely like it a lot. Multiple faceplates as well with this one, at least I would presume so, since she's got her bog standard smiley face and sort of her more mouth wide open and then cheeky grin face. Very, very sexy looking figure overall. I really like the design. Goddess of Victory Nikke. If you I don't play the game, I would treat the characters as not just OCs. January 2026, I would probably bookmark this and then wait to see if I do fall in love with it and potentially get more Nikke figures in the future. But very good looking figure. All the paintwork is spot on. It's good smart Shanghai, so I've got no issues. I think that the quality is going to be spot on with this. Unicorn Overlord Scarlet 1/7 by Bikini, 21,940 yen, October 2025. So some sort of battle mage. She's got a warhammer with gauntlets, and obviously a very nice shaded dress. So sculpting is really good. Paint job is really nice. Metallics are again really good. The everything looks pretty good overall. Face a bit flat. Hair shading good overall, like decent. Eye decals are flat. Unfortunately, there's no dimension to them. So I would say the eye decal quality is pretty poor, unfortunately, at least in these photos. Overall, pretty good looking figure. I do like it a lot. If you're doing more fantasy battle, fantasy class characters in your collection, potentially worth getting a hold of. I'm not familiar with the Unicorn Overlord series that this is from. Kaguya-sama, Lover's War, First Kiss That Never Ends. Summer Queen's version, Our Treasure, 19,800 yen, May 2025. So we covered the other character, I think 2 weeks ago, where there's two different versions of her, where you can get for half the price, where you just have the face painted and the head, and then you have to paint the body yourself. Obviously, or you can get fully painted, 20,000 yen. I think again, a bit too pricey. Like I mentioned, 1/8. This is very simple figure, very flat in terms of colours and whatnot. The face is a bit wrong on her as well, and the hair sculpting is like trash. So the Our Treasure, I don't like what they're doing. Personally, they don't put enough effort in for what they're charging. And the fact that they expect you to do a lot of, to airbrush a figure yourself if you want to save yourself a buck. So yeah, overall, I would stay away from this. It's definitely one of the worst, pretty much the worst Kaguya-sama figure I've come across. Goddess of Victory Nikke Scarlet Table Lamp Chibi figure by GNF Toys, 10,780 yen, July 2025. I like this a lot. Obviously, this is based off of Scarlet from Nikke, which is obviously a very nice figure, anyways, coming out towards the end of this year. But yeah, the chibi figure, very cute, and then I like the lamp aesthetic as well that they got going on. Is this battery operated? Oh no, Type C cable, so it is USB powered. That's good. So you can just plug it in if you want a side lamp on your side table of Goddess of Victory Nikke. Yeah, pretty good. 10,000 yen. I think it's an okay price for, you know, a gacha game themed lamp. This is obviously the big one, literally and metaphorically. Goddess of Victory Nikke Cinderella Court Scale by Hobby Sakura, 42,570 yen. December 2025. Single shipment only. So this one, outfit, you know, semi-translucent, very shiny, very skin tight. Does not leave a lot to the imagination, obviously. Love the pose, very dynamic. I love the boobage, very nice. Obviously you got side boob and center window boob. Hair is amazing, like flowing and colored and shaded. The body sculpting is like spot on. Skin shading is pretty consistent, you know, but obviously it is her suit it's got translucent bits, see-through bits, so yeah, pretty good overall. And the crystal base is a nice difference as well, a touch. Then they do a obviously more expensive deluxe version, which comes with armaments, I guess you would say, like a weapon turret things, which makes her take up a way more space, like double the space in terms of your shelf. And don't forget there's a score scale. But for, you know, an extra 7,000 yen, I'd pay the 7,000 yen, to be honest. I'm very tempted to pre-order this. She just looks amazing. I love the figure, but I don't know if I'm falling so hard like I did for New Jersey 3 in court scale. That was 66,000 yen. I didn't purchase her 66,000 yen, but I don't know if it's going to be the same sort of thing with this one, where she comes out 50,000 yen and then actually just nosedives. But I don't know how these Nikke, obviously we don't know how these Nikke figures after release retain their value compared to Azure Lane, obviously, because we had so many Azure Lane freeing figures coming out. Almost all of them have obviously binned in the aftermarket. So Hobby Sakura, I don't know. Personally, if you fall in love with the design, especially for this one with the extra turrets or armaments, I would pre-order it just to guarantee you getting this one. This one's going to be one, I think, and it'll be obviously a very good centerpiece to your collection as well. Now, then we got Zenless Zone Zero, Corin Wickets 1/7 by Apex, 21,990 yen. Another gacha game. January 2026. So some sort of battle made design base. I like the base, you know, not bog standard plastic disc. So that's good. Weapon, you know, some sort of chain circular saw weapon. Nice touch. Hair shading is there. There's a little bit of green shading. And the outfit is very nice overall. So definitely overall pretty good. I like it a lot. Zenless Zone. So yeah, pretty nice looking figure. I think overall 22,000 yen is perfectly fine for this. Now we're into the adult figures section. So these will not be included in the links below, but we didn't get that many releases. We got Muchi Muchi, Dekapai, Marigai, Succubus, Mama Mana. Another version 1/5 scale by Q6 for 24,850 yen. So this is the dark skinned, like inverse coloured version. So white outfit and pink wings and heels and tail. Is a cast offable figure, obviously. So yeah, fine. I don't like the skin shading in this one personally. Very glossy. Personally, I probably wouldn't be purchasing this one. This one's a bit too over the top for me. Like I am very much a degen, but some of these figures that are just way too much in the chest area, way too much in the posterior, are just too denigrating to me personally. And then we got a standard color wave version. This one I don't mind, like the skin tone is flat, that's fine. It hasn't got the yucky glossy effect going to it. Face looks a bit better at this one. Still very large chest, obviously, probably a bit too large overall. And the purple, like the succubus wings and stuff, like the outfit shading looks pretty good and clean. So yeah, I prefer this one overall, the standard one rather than the inverse coloured one. But you got both options there. And then we've got Tokoji-chan, a girl who brings good luck when you meet her. 1/5 scale by Frog, 29,500 yen. So Frog do pretty nice designs. They've come out pretty good actually. Don't own any yet, but I've heard. So this is obviously a schoolgirl outfit. School gym class, PE class outfit. Yep, really like it a lot. Obviously vertical leg. Something about the character, the girl, the figures with the vertical leg. It's just puts me through a spin, and I really like it. Yeah. Obviously body sculpt is very nice, body shading is very good. Obviously fully cast off bottom. Well, we can remove a section of the nether region for that on display. Obviously the chest is always on display. Hair is very nicely sculpted and shaded. Not multiple faceplates, so just the rock stand faceplate. But yeah, really overall very good. 30,000 yen I think for a 1/5. Probably definitely worth getting hold of. July 2025, a bit too soon. I will be bookmarking this one to see whether I get this one. So this one's bonus, so you get an illustrated postcard as well for this one, 30,000 yen. So yeah, pretty good overall. I think this is probably the best, one of the better ones we're going to get in terms of these cast off figures and SFW figures. And that does it. Comment, like and subscribe, and I shall catch you in another video. Thank you very much.